everybody, Jen Merchant here. So Tim and I went shark fishing in Port Aransas again, and we had a crazy night. We had two poles that broke off at the same time. Later on that night, one of the poles that was still in the water started screaming. Tim jumped up on the rack and he started reeling it in, and once he got about halfway in, we noticed that there was line hanging off of his other line that was in the water. I went out there to quickly get the line off and untangle it, and that's when I realized it was line from one of our breakoffs. It didn't take very long to also realize that that line that was broke off and tangled up into his shark line he was reeling in had a shark on it. That's when things got complicated.
Okay, I don't even know if anybody can see this line. This line, look, that one's going slack. It's coming in.
And this one.
Right here, I'm trying to untangle the line. You have to work as quickly as possible because you have a fish on the other end that is pulling and fighting. So this is what it looks like right here, and don't laugh at my drawing. I can draw better. This is the pole that Tim's reeling in, and the line's going out. This right here is the line that was on another pole, and it ended up breaking off, and it got tangled up in this pole, okay? It's knotted up, tangled up. So what happens is the shark got on that line, and the line tangled up around this one, and it starts pulling the line from here. So you actually think that there's a shark on this line, but it's not. It's actually on this one, and it's just tangled in this one. And we have to get this untangled because it won't go through the eyelet. We can't reel in anymore with this pole. So we have no choice but to cut this off and hand line this shark into the beach. this point, you're not thinking about anything else except for the safety of this shark, getting it in and getting all this line and hook out of its mouth so that we can safely release it. Y'all, it's insane. You get line tangled all around you, and if this shark takes off and starts running, it will cut off your finger or your arm or cut into your hand if you've got it wrapped around your body in any way. So you're having to make sure you're not getting tangled up in this line, and you're also having to make sure that you don't lose this fish. So it's taking two of us to reel this in. So in the middle of fighting this fish, Tom tells me, he says, go back to the camera, make sure it's running, make sure it's getting all this on film. We don't want to miss any of it.
Y'all, this is insane. We are hand lining a shark into the beach right now. I don't know if you can see this. It broke off and we are getting it in by our hand.
Finally, I see the leader. I'm going for the leader. And that's when we see the fish and we see how big it is. Here you can see the fish. This is when it started pulling and it almost cut into my hand. So now that we got the fish in, now our job is to tag DNA sample and get it back out into the water. So that's it. That's our story on how we hand lined an 8'2" tiger shark into the beach.